Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasayang papawid 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Okay, magandang gabi ho sa inyong lahat. Welcome sa ating program. Ito po ang Immigration Corner. Happy Thursday ho sa inyong lahat. Ako po si SONNY LARAGAN, ang inyong pong host dito at, co-host din bale dahil may kasama ho talaga tayong eksperto ho sa gabing ito, every Thursday night. Dito ho sa Immigration Corner. Ayan, Immigration Corner. Happy New Year ho! Happy Thursday and Happy New Year! Ayan, hindi ko na siguro patatagalin pa yung intro dahil excited na tayo makakasama yung yung ating yung pinaka-star of the show natin, no. May napapansin kayong parang bag sa harapan ko. Meron ho kasi akong alaga, may bago akong baby. No, ang pangalan ho si Snooki. Snooki. Palalabasin ko. Tingnan natin kung lalabas siya. Snooki. Snooki, come on. Snooki. Ayan, Snooki. Ito kasi bag ko to. Pag lumalabas ako, ito ang dala ko pag nagbabike ako, nakabike. Ito ho, kasama ko ho yung aking little girl, si Snooki. Come on, Snooki. Say hello to everybody. Hello. Ayan si Snooki. Ayun. Ito ho, pagka lumalabas, kasama ko ho ito. Wala mapag-iwanan eh. Kaya't kasama ko lagi. Ito, I bought a special bag for her. Anyway, Happy New Year ho sa inyong lahat. At Happy New Year. May kasama akong co-host sa mga shows ko in the future siguro. Ito si Snooki. Okay, well, pakilala na natin yung ating laging kasama rito sa ating programa, ang ating pinakamamahal, no? Brains and Beauty, syempre to, no? Siya ho ang managing partner po ng Douglas Simon Solicitors. Siya po ang kauna-unahang abogada, no? Solicitor na Pinay, no? Dito po sa United Kingdom. Mga kaibigan, ang pinakamamahal natin, no? Ang managing partner nga ho ng Douglas Simon Solicitors, walang iba kundi ang ating immigration expert na si Attorney LIRA Simon CABATBAT. Attorney, happy Thursday and Happy New Year.
Sonny, and of course, Snooki, happy Thursday and Happy New Year. I love my Sonny, your co-host is gorgeous, no? Tingnan mo natin siya nga ulit. Oh, she's so cute.
Snooki.
Oh.
Ito siya eh, ito, labas. Snooki, show your face. Ayan, show your face. Ayan. Sige, ayan, oh. She went to a restaurant last, what was this? On the 29th yata or 30th, nag-restaurant kami sa Romulus Cafe. Pinayagan kami, nagpaalam kami, bawal kasi di ba yung... Actually, hindi naman, wala namang bawal talaga kung tutusin. Doon, near the food, yung mga food na pag-preparation, pero in places, kinakain niya, kinakagat niya, kagat na kagat. Ito yung teething time niya, no? Hello everybody. Ito po, ayan. So, ayan si Snooki ko. Tutulog na yan. Pagka kasi kanina she was whimpering, attorney, kaya ako napilitang isama lang saglit. Baka sakaling ma-relieve na siya, pwede ko na siya ibaba, no? Pag nag-break na tayo. Kanina whimper eh. Baka ako habang nagsishow tayo. Kasi tinali ko. Anyway, good evening. Ito si Snooki, ayan. Yung aking Pomeranian, no? Na 3.5 months old na siya. Ay, nangangagat eh.
Oh,
Kasi
he's so
nangingipin,
cute.
ayan. Oo, so,
Yeah.
dapat
Or
pala bigyan ko
baby.
siya ng treats, no? Oh, baby pa. This is a puppy.
Baby.
O yan, kita mo,
Yeah.
nakatingala sa akin, oh. Yeah, hello, how are you? Love na love ko to eh. Katabi ko
Oh.
sa gabi eh. Katabi ko sa gabi to. Oo,
Oh.
kaya lang,
Oh, she's
umihi siya
so
kagabi,
cute.
attorney.
Oh, sa kama
Oh,
mo.
and I had an accident. Yes, I had an accident last night. For the past week, more than a week, okay ako, walang problema. Except last night, naisahan ako. They can hold their ano eh, pagka gabi, nakaka-hold naman siya. No, ayan. O, say hello
Oh.
to Tita Lira. Hello,
Oh,
ayan.
she's
Hello
so
everybody.
cute.
Ayan. Ilalabas ko na nga lang siguro, attorney. Ilalabas ko na lang masyadong, or ilalagay ko sa lab
No,
ko.
it's okay.
Unti-unti
No,
mamaya ilalabas ko sa lab ko.
no.
Oo,
If she's happy
magulo.
there, no. For no, she's yeah, she's more interesting than me to look at. So yeah, no, sama
Hindi.
natin siya. Yeah, no,
Hindi, nakakatuwa lang.
sama
Ayan. Okay.
natin siya.
Okay, authority, ayan. Happy Thursday and Happy New Year. Kumusta?
Yeah, you know.
How was the week, your holidays? Kumusta naman? Did you go out of town
Oh,
or nasa ka? O, dito
no,
lang.
no, no, not really, no. Dahil, of course, everyone seemed to be on strike at the moment. So, also, at saka, ewan ko, I'd rather like nga, just quiet times, no, just to do nothing, to rest a little bit nga, no, not have to get up unless I need to take the dog or the Watson out for a walk. So it's quite nice, no? Ikaw, well, apart from, of
Tama,
course,
quiet lang, quiet
smoking.
lang. We were just here. Well, I had my Christmas with my two children and three grandchildren. So, sama-sama kami on Christmas Eve. Pag Christmas, nakahiga lang kami lahat the whole day. And also New Year, tama
Mm.
ka. It's a very quiet day, New Year. You can drive around, not so many cars out. So parang nasa bahay lang, nagpapahinga. It's not really celebrating or masaya o magulo o may festive celebration. Hindi, kundi it's more of just chilling out eh. Yata pag New Year, di ba?
Mm-mm.
And tama ka. Oo,
Yun na
tama
nga.
yun. Tama yun. Ayan, oh. Oo, nandidila na. Oh, look at that, oh. Oo.
Not like the Philippines, no?
Ah,
Sa Philippines,
yeah.
siguro mas masaya, no? No?
Uh,
Lots more going on sa Pilipinas, di ba? Usually. At least I remember it to be, no?
totoo ka.
Lots of
Totoo.
things going on, no?
Totoo ka. Dito sa atin sa
So,
UK, let's say kami mga block of flats halimbawa, hindi kami masyadong magkakakilala minsan. Hindi mo kilala. May bagong lipat na pala, no?
mm-mm,
Hindi ka mukha sa Pilipinas,
yun
maglabas
na
ka
nga.
lang ng bangko eh. Masaya na eh. Di ba? Sa isang
Mm-mm.
street lang, kukwentuhan na yung mga tao. Ibang Pilipinas, no? Mas masaya. Although we also, okay naman tong quiet life din, di ba? Quiet din naman tayo. Chilling out
Yeah,
lang, no? If you're in the
yeah.
Philippines, then probably do that, no? Masaya, magulo. Pag nandito, ganun din. Alam naman makigulo ka eh. Ikaw lang magiging magulo. So, ayan.
Yun na nga.
Oh, tama. Well, nice.
Yeah.
So Watson, ano ba ginagawa ni Watson pag ganyan ano? You're just chilling out then?
Yeah, lots of food, lots of treat. Yeah, otherwise just chilling. And he will be, sa February, 9 years old na siya, no? So he's a little bit,
Wow!
yeah, it's a bit
9 years
quieter na
old.
nga, no? So yeah, so he's an old man by comparison to Snooki. But so
Nagmellow na.
ngayon, he's
Oh, ito
actually
ano to
lying.
eh.
Yeah, he's lying down. So
Okay.
nasa harap ko
Ito,
nga siya.
pero ito ba, ang stage na to, yung puppy stage is the most parang more or less difficult. And after that, okay na. Wala na. Kasi they at the
Yeah,
moment,
yes.
I feed her 3 or 4 times a day. Kasi lalo na kung baby yan, di ba? Multiple, they eat a lot. So ngayon, 3 times a day, ginagawa ko. And then later on, pag nagka-edad-edad na siguro after 1 year, pwede na doon 2 times a day. Ganyan, no? Alam mo
Yeah.
gagawin ko rito, attorney? Alam mo gagawin ko?
Ano?
Because I lost weight. So I will let her do, so I lost weight because of fasting, no? Intermittent fasting. And also yung keto diet, yung high fats and low carbs. Ang gagawin ko din sa aso ko, kay Snooki, ikikito ko rin. At saka
Oh,
pa-fasting ko siya. Mga once a week. Pag medyo malaki-laki na, but not at this time. But later on, pag medyo 1 year old na siya, siguro once a week, mag-skip kami ng meals niya. Hindi ko pa kakainin. So I can save, di ba? Malaking savings. Di ba? At the moment, I spend only
Sorry.
probably £5 dito a week, attorney. Oh, £5 lang. For a small dog.
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
I prepare her food. I don't buy yung mga commercialized na. Kasi they're filled with
Mm-hmm.
fillers. Di ba? Yung mga kung ano-anong. So prepare ko sa kanya carrots, potatoes, chicken, tapos pork. Oh, tapos
Nice.
lalagyan ko pa na siya ng cheddar cheese. Oh. Yun ang parang
Wow.
yeah, daily kaya
Talaga.
nag-enjoy yan. Kaya spoil na spoil. Tumaba siya ngayon.
Lucky.
In the time na dumating sa akin, payat siya na ngayon, mataba na, bilog lalo. So, pero ayokong patabayin kasi baka mamaya mag-obesity, di ba? Pag tumaba to, problema yata sa ano.
Hindi naman siguro.
Kaya,
Hindi naman siguro. I mean,
hindi naman
she's a
ba?
pup, so she'll run around. No? She'll run around. She's active naman. No? Pero kikita mo ba siya? Natutulog na, no? Natutulog na.
Tulog na ba? Tulog na ba siya? Oo, hindi kasi
Oo.
ito na ang bagong baby ko, bagong baby. Oy, teka muna, mabanggit lang. Talking about insurance, attorney, kailangan mo ng pet insurance, no? It's a important no? No,
So, gawin mo.
in a way,
No, truly.
gawin ka agad.
Gawin
Pero
mo.
pag puppy,
Dahil
kailangan ba yung pet insurance?
Cost. Oh, yeah. No, also it gets more expensive the older they get nga, no? So, gawin mo na nga ngayon. I'm so pleased na meron nga kaming pet insurance para kay Watson. So, he's had two operations, no?
Operations?
And, tapos, yeah. He
Really,
has
operations?
he's always had some elbow problems, no? He's well, and then tapos so he had to have keyhole surgery actually. So thank
Wow.
goodness for insurance. Otherwise napakamahal, no? So
Wow,
kung may mangyari nga,
okay, good.
so no, take out the full insurance you possibly can. It's worth it talaga. Tulog na siya. She's
okay.
so cute. Oh, nagising
Ayan.
ulit.
Nagising ulit. Attorney, what's gonna be our topic for tonight, no? Bago tayo mag-break, siguro may topic tayo. Ay, teka muna din, greetings pala. Oo. Yan topic natin, yan.
Yeah.
Getting a faster decision.
Pero ang top, yun na nga. This is prompted by the Christmas period, no? Dahil I had so many clients nga panicking because the home office had not made the decision, no? So I thought we'd talk about nga yung getting a faster home office decision. Because that can be quite crucial kung meron kayong plano, no? So yeah. So yung nga. Yeah, no, wag mo kalimutan magbati tayo because I'm sure they want to all say hello to Smokey.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's see the greetings. Okay. Direk, sige, greetings tayo at magkakape si Direk. Ayan. Okay. Hindi magkakape pa si Direk. Okay, ayan. Sige, attorney. Sino una natin? Sige.
I think I've been thinking about Oliver actually. I don't know why today nga. So I think Oliver Fernandez.
Oliver. Sige, Oliver. Tingnan natin nga. Yeah. Sige nga. Tingnan natin. Consistent si Oliver for 2022.
Wow! What a great start to the new year. Yeah. Oh, and look,
yes.
Oliver, you sent us a bigger picture, no? I think that's Oliver and maybe the family, no? So sabi niya, good morning and a prosperous new year to one and all. Thank you for these very helpful tips, Attorney Lira. Thank you, Kuya Sonny and Direct Power, for bringing us our favorite Thursday learning program. Oh, Oliver, you're so kind. Happy New Year.
Wow.
No? Belated
Happy New Year,
Happy
Oliver.
New Year. Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Including
Tama ka, Attorney.
Sino mo?
Tama ka. Si Oliver nga ating first, no? So, yeah, and for the year 2022, consistently siyang kumbaga top notcher natin, no? And thanks for yung mga sharings mo, ha? We love reading yung mga sinishare mo. Talagang nagkukwento siya, no? Telling us, updating us what's happening on him. Di ba? With him, no? So, ayan. Sige, pangalawa natin, attorney. So, tama ka sa una. Sige.
Okay, I think Miss Paner. Kaya.
Miss Paner. Tingnan natin. Miss Paner. Pwede na nga ba? Uy!
Violetta Lynch.
Violetta Lynch.
Oh.
Bago to, ano?
Yeah, sabi
Bago ba yan? Si, bago
hello,
ba?
Sonny, sabi niya, no?
Hello, yeah,
Happy
Violetta
New Year and
Lynch.
happy Three Kings. Oh, I love the emoji, no? Kita mo the two glasses of champagne. Si Violetta Lynch. Hi, Miss Lynch. Wow, lovely photo of
Ayan,
you.
Sa Philippines, sa atin, I don't know if you remember it when you were young, attorney, ang pinaka-last celebration namin kami sa amin sa Grace Park, Caloocan City, yung Three Kings, yan, kumbaga yan, dyan na nag-end yung parang Christmas season or yung holiday season. So, di ba, Christmas and then New Year, and then all Three Kings. Ayan, no. Pagkatapos niya, wala na. Sixth, yeah, tama ka, sixth. Pero sometimes it becomes the first Sunday of, di ba, anong mga ding yun? 4, no? 5, 6, tama, sixth. First Sunday of the New Year. Oo, ganun, oo. Kaya happy Three Kings sa mga no? Tama. Violetta Lynch, teka muna. Violetta, ikaw ba yung nasa Scotland? Ayan, ko lang, imagine ko lang, no? Tama nga ba? Violetta, mabuhay, ha? Okay. Sige, bago yan, attorney. So
Wow.
Sino hinulaan mo?
Miss Paner, sabi ko. I'm sticking with Miss Paner. Okay, I'm sticking with Miss Paner.
Sige.
Miss Paner nga.
Miss Paner tayo. Tama. Miss Paner.
Good start to the new year. 2 for 3, no? So, sorry. Hello po, Kuya Sonny and Attorney Lira. At sa lahat, happy Thursday po and Happy New Year. Happy New Year! Blessed New Year, Miss Paner. Hopefully you're well.
Yes,
no?
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, and look at our co-host.
Okay.
No? The other way. Look at our
ito,
co-host,
yan.
no? Si Snooki.
Si Snooki. Yan. Makikita nyo na. We'll find a way later on na ayan ako, nagkikiss na sa akin. Talaga napaka-sweet. Attach na attach sa akin to, attorney. Whimper, iyak na iyak pa. Mawala lang ako saglit eh. Meron silang separation anxiety kaagad. Itong papi na ito. Grabe talaga. Napaka-sweet
talaga.
nito.
But she's
love
so
na love ko.
cute, no?
Yan. Dinidilaan na ako. Diyos ko. Yan. Okay. Susunod natin, attorney. Sige, let's go. Sunod natin yan.
But si Ma'am Cora.
Si Ma'am Cora.
Yun na nga. Ma'am Cora. Yeah. Hello, Sir Sonny, Attorney Lira, Derek Pola. Cute Snooki at sa lahat. Happy New Year, Ma'am Cora.
Happy New Year, Ma'am Cora.
So
mabuhay ka. Oo. Very cute nga. Ang liit ng mouth niya. Happy New Year, Ma'am Cora. Yan. Sino yan?
Si Ana Lu.
Si Ana Lu Antipuesto.
Antipuesto. Yeah. So sabi ko niya, amazing evening, Attorney Lira, Kuya Sonny, and to all viewers, Happy New Year, everyone. Ingat po lagi tayo. Ikaw din, Miss Antipuesto.
Ingat.
No? Yeah. Ingat
yan. Ingat.
And don't work too hard.
There's a new virus, no? Strain yata, no? XBB ba? Nakalimutan ko na. Sinan lang sa akin ng aming, si Violetta Lynch. Violetta, ikaw ba yung nasa Scotland? Lynch, naninibago kay Violetta nga ba? Tama ba? Yung nasa Scotland, yung friend natin, dyan sa Scotland, pero nasa Pinas na. Violetta, no? Mabuhay ka. Yan, Lynch. She loved the puppy. She loves the puppy. Tama. Ito, mahirap po pala. Akala ko, I wanted to have a dog like Attorney Lira. Pero I didn't know na it's actually a bit of a pain. May di ba? Alam mo, sabi nung neighbor ko, morning nakita niya ako, I was walking the dog. Evening nakita na naman niya ako, I was walking the dog. Sabi niya, you have too much attention for your puppy. Sabi niya. Sabi ko, yeah, I love this puppy. No? Pero ang hirap. Hirap talaga, no? Yung babantayan mo. Ayan. Sino to? Hi, Watson. Yeah. Si Watson. Kumusta?
Hi, Watson.
How's
Watson?
Nandito
po siya. Tulog. Uli. No? Si 9
years old na pala si Watson, no?
Yeah. 9 in February. Si Watson. So he's at the moment he's sprawled in front of the Christmas tree actually, and on the carpet. So yun. So tulog. Oh, hi Sonia. Sonia Nia Turner.
Sonia.
Happy
Nia
New
Turner.
Year, everyone.
Yes, hi.
Yun na nga. Hello, Lira, sabi niya. And Sonny, good evening. Good
Yes,
evening,
hello.
madam.
Sonia,
Happy New
yes.
Year.
Good evening. Uy, si Annalou,
Yes,
amazing evening as
Annalou
well.
nga.
Direk
So,
Pao pala. Na-guilty siya. Sabi niya, hindi ko nabati si Direk Pao. Kailangan habulin, no? Sige.
oh,
Okay,
absolutely.
all right.
Yeah, yun na nga.
Okay. Sige, so we're gonna have a short break. And when we come back, kasi attorney will be talking about yung, having a faster decision. Yan, getting a faster decision. Dahil, di ba? Bagong taon na, no? Kaya, ayan, pag-uusapan ho natin, wag ho kayong aalis, saglit po lamang.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
%100% all natural, tasty, healthy, versatile, 4 unique flavors. Taste a real sauce. Galettos.
Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasayang papawid 24 oras. Buong linggo sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK.
Okay, tuloy-tuloy ho tayo sa ating programa. Ako po si SONNY LARAGAN. Ito po ang Immigration Corner. Happy Thursday ho sa inyong lahat. At syempre, kasama natin yung ating pinakamamahal na abogada to discuss today's topic. No? Walang iba kundi si Attorney LIRA Simon CABATBAT. Attorney, good evening and happy Thursday once again. Happy New Year. No?
What happened to Snooki? Bigla bumaba siya.
Tinabi ko na muna parang para okay na tayo. ito pa rin siya. Ibilaba ko na yung bag. Ito si Snooki nasa loob na. Ayan, ayan. Lumabas ba ang mukha niya? Ayan, ayan si Snooki. Ayan, Tinabi ko lang dito sa tabi ko. At least assured siya. Kasi kanina nakatali. Kasi I'm worried na while we're doing the show, there might be an accident. Alam mo, they call it an accident, yung nag number 1, number 2. So, ayokong kasi once nakatabi ko siya, or nakasalaps ko, now-hold niya yung kanyang yung kanyang bladder at ano pa. Pero right after the show, I'll have to go out and take her kasi kailangan. So, kailangan. Ayan.
You have to.
Kailangan. I have to. Dahil naisahan na ako last night na jumingle siya sa bed. Katabi ko kasi matulog dahil ang liit-liit niya, very, very small. At yung bibig niya napaka-small. I only spend 5 pounds per week dito sa pagkain niya, or less even. Sige, Attorney, yung topic natin for tonight, mahalaga sa ating mga viewers, itong getting a faster decision. Okay, sige, take it away.
Opo. Yeah. So ito pong topic nga natin. It's a very practical topic. And actually, I thought about discussing this because of the Christmas period, marami kong maklayante nag-iintay nga sila ng decision pa nga sa home office, and because they want to go back, they want to holiday. So this is the practical guidance really, about getting a faster decision nga from the home office, especially dahil ngayon, alam niyo man, mabagal sila. I mean, it's actually probably they probably have not really recovered from the issue of yung COVID nga dati. So at the moment, it's a little bit better, pero hanggang ngayon mabagal pa nga rin sila. So even with the mga simple nga lang na application, even if it's just there's existing visa nga, they're still taking a long time. Never mind the more complex applications. Okay, so let's so we're looking at the practical routes. Ano pwede yung gawin, no? If you want a faster decision from the home office, that either you're in a rush, meron kayong ang plano, or you're one of those people. And I must confess, ako nga din, no? I hate waiting. Important things nga, it keeps me awake at night, no? And I had a client actually, sabi niya sa akin, no? Yung immigration nga niya, it's the first thing she thinks of at night, it's the last thing she thinks of in the evening. So kung ganun kayo, no, you probably want to see if there's a possibility of getting an earlier or faster home office decision. So yun nga. So now, also, actually one thing, and this is an issue that I came across, especially over the Christmas period. What happens kung nagpasok na nga kayo ng application, baga pa nga, meron kayong plano, no? The application took longer, it has taken longer than you anticipated, o may nangyari, no? Kailangan yung lumabas. Ano bang pwede niyong gawin? Or things that you perhaps should not do. Now, so sabihin natin you're in a rush, or indeed, even if you're not in a rush, you just want to get your application done as soon as possible. Now, ano bang process? You have to distinguish nga po between in-country and out-country application. Kung nandito nga kayo o nasa ibang bansa kayo, sabihin natin nasa Pilipinas nga kayo, no? And the type of what you would use, what you would apply for to get a faster decision nga, depends really kung anong klaseng application nyo. Dahil the faster route is not applicable to everyone. So, kung nandito nga kayo, so sabihin natin, dumating nga kayo dito, spouse visa kayo, sabihin natin, ano? Spouse visa kayo, you want to apply to extend that spouse visa, so you've done the 2.5 years, you want to apply another 2.5 years extension nga in the United Kingdom, but you want it done as soon as possible, for example, no? Now, is it something that you can, how do you get a faster decision from the home office? Now, there are essentially two ways, no, of getting a faster decision. Yeah. The first is called priority visa application. No, that is usually, sabi nila, they would make a decision within 5 working days, and there's a fee of £500 in addition to the application fee at saka yung IHS. No? So nandito nga kayo. Now, you can make that application. So, ang bayad nyo nga, yung home office fee, if your spouse visa application, it's £1,053 plus some change. Tapos, IHS, immigration health surcharge, £1,560. And then on top of that nga, yung £500. No? So, it's not a small amount of money. No? But it's if you have it, then it's probably worth it. If you can. If it means that you don't need to wait nga so long, no? But it's not available for everyone. So that's the first possibility, no? Priority visa. There's something called super priority, no? Which is sabi nga nila, it's the next working day, no? Decision, which is so for that you're paying the application fee, the IHS fee, and an additional £800 on top. No? Again, kung nagmamadali nga kayo, it's especially if it's anything to do nga with work, then it's probably worth considering. But it's not, you can't use the priority service and or the super priority service for everything. For everything. So, for example, you can use nga. Let's deal with the issue of spouse visa. I'm just looking at my list nga nito. So if you're making an application, for example, as applying on the basis of family life, no, as a partner, parent, or dependent child, so it's an FLRM or FLRFP application. The 5 days, the £500, no, additional priority is not available to you. Weirdly, though, the super priority, which is the £800, is available to you. Okay? So, but it's not, for example, available for something like you can even try and implement it or use the super priority if you're making a human rights application. But it's also a question of hindi nga lang na is it available, but also maganda ba? No, is it a waste of money? Yeah. So kung ang kaso nyo nga komplikado, no? So o kaya alam nyo na kulang nga kayo mga dokumento nyo, nag-iintay pa nga kayo, no? Or there was a background to the application. So sabihin natin, nagpasok nga kayong application, wala kayong visa nga dati, no? Then it's not worth, frankly, paying the extra fee for the priority or super priority. Dahil gagawin nila, pagka nakuha na nila yung application nyo, they can't make a decision immediately. Dahil titingnan nila home office file nyo. It could be also with some applications that they would want to even interview you, no? So you have to just be practical nga din. There's no point paying the extra 500, or in this case, it would be 800 for spouse visa, kung di naman mangyayari. Yeah? But let's say may visa nga kayo nga dito, no real issues, you're in a rush, you want to make an application, then you can consider one of the two things, the priority, which is an extra 500, or the super priority, which is extra £800. Oh? Now, they can make the decision within that time, hopefully. My experience at the moment, especially over the last few weeks, no, they've not been able to stick to the 5 days and indeed 24 hours, no. But the decision can be made then. Pero iba po yung biometric, yung card nyo, no? Hindi naman ibig sabihin makukuha nyo yung card nyo immediately. Pero kailangan yung card nyo kung magbebiyahe kayo, kung uuwi kayo sa atin, no? So, beware that 24 hours sa kanila, 48 hours nga, that does not mean that they will actually be able to do it within that time. And they certainly will not be able to get to yung biometric nyo. So you have to allow a bit of time for that. So kung meron kayong plan magbiyahe, maybe over the New Year, or indeed, no, Valentine's na nga, yeah? Then you should do it now, no? Magpasok na nga kayo. Allow, to be on the safe side, kung ako kayo, I would allow about 4 weeks actually, even if you make use of the priority, and even the super priority, to allow a bit of time, just in case meron silang mga question, gusto kayong tawag, gusto pa nilang additional documents, for example, no? Dahil mangyayari, kung di sila sigurado, they'll just park it. You lose your £800 or £500, but they will not be able to deal with the matter. Mag-email sila sa inyo, susulat sila sa inyo, sasabihin nila, well, we unfortunately cannot adhere to the usual time limit because it's a complicated case. So you on. But that's an in-country application. Yung nga, not all applications can be you can use the priority or super priority, but with a lot you can. So for example, child student visa, for example, even normal student visa, BRP, no, applications nga, you can kung kailangan yung palitan yung BRP nyo nga, o nawala nyo, no? I've had clients recently, unfortunately, who've had that issue. So they would have had problems with traveling if we did not use the priority or the super priority. So that's an in-country application. So mangyayari, papasok nyo application nyo and you pay the fees, the home office fee, magbabayad din kayong IHS, but on top of that, yung 500 or £800. Now, what happens though, kung nasa Pilipinas kayo, sabihin natin, kahit ibang bansa, but sabihin natin nasa Pilipinas nga kayo, you want to make an application to come into the United Kingdom, but you need to do that also quickly. No? Ang unang-una po, unfortunately, family applications, so super priority and priority, it's the same terminology, but are not available to family applications at the moment, unfortunately. I suspect because it takes a bit longer nga to assess those applications. So hindi nyo pwedeng gamitin yung kung gusto nyo pumasok dito as a spouse. So it's you need to go the normal route and be prepared nga to wait. But it would be available, for example, kung papasok nga kayo, gusto mo pumasok dito as a visitor, no? Kailangan nyo nga lang din mag-ingat. Same thing. kung hindi kayo sigurado dahil meron nga kayo background o hindi kayo kompleto or you think that maybe there will be an issue nga with the income, no point making the additional payment. You might as well, dahil mangyayari nga, you make the payment, hindi naman nila babalik sa inyo, no? And then they will still take as long as they need to take. But of course, if it's fairly straightforward, sabihin natin domestic work visa, no? Pagpasok nyo nga dito, even the health care, health and social care visa nga. So all those things can be subject to the priority and indeed the super priority. But you will be able to see, pagka nagpasok yung application, makikita nyo doon whether there's a possibility for the super priority or indeed the priority visa. But at the moment, as I've said, hindi po pwede for family applications. And as with the in-country application, kung meron kayong background, sabihin natin, no? Ang scenario nandito nga kayo, wala kayong visa nga ngayon, umuwi kayo sa atin, gusto nyo bumalik nga dito and you have a good reason to come back dahil nga sabihin natin nandito yung partner nyo, no? You're making an application to come back in as the partner or indeed the spouse of someone who's living in the United Kingdom. Now, you want to do that quickly. Can you make use of the super priority or priority? The answer is no. Unang-una, the application nyo nga is to do with, it's a family application and it's not available. Also, even if it were available, and it was available not too long ago, even if it's available, I would not, dahil may background no? So sayang nga lang ang pera. So you have to just be careful whether it's something in fact that you should even make use of. Yeah. Now, and this is a situation actually that I came across a few times over the holiday period. So yung kliyente ko nagpasok ng application. Now, matagal na ipasok ng application 6 months ago. No? Now, they want, however, they submitted it 6 months ago thinking na, matatapos yun, no, before Christmas. Makakauwi nga kami. Nag-book sila ng ticket, everything else, no? But unfortunately, it still was not dealt with. And there was no reason why it could not be dealt with. So, it was then a question of, ano pwede natin gawin to try and get it done on a priority basis. So nagpasok na siya ng application. It was not priority, but now he wants to make an application or he wants to prioritize that application. So ang tanong niya sa akin, pwede ba silang magbayad ng dagdagan nga lang yung pagbayad, no? To make use of the priority or super priority in this case. The answer is you can't just do that, no? So kung nagpasok na kayong application, hindi niyo pwedeng basta-basta palitan nga yung application from the normal route to priority or super priority. But, and this is something that not a lot of people actually know about, no? So, yung pinasok nilang application, we submitted, so ang ginawa namin, what we had to do is we submitted exactly the same application again. But this time, noting that it's priority or super priority. So, mangyayari, yung application na luma, that will simply be effectively withdrawn, no? And you should still get your money back because you're withdrawing that application. No? Now, what they will get for absolute definite is the IHS, but be careful that they may not, in fact, refund the home office fee nga mismo. But that's probably a fight that you can have now with the home office, and it's worthwhile certainly raising the issue kung hindi nila bigay yun. Now, but this time, you use the priority service now, super priority service, in order to get it done faster. Now, beware though, kailangan nyo pa rin gawin yung biometric, no? Kailangan nyo, ibig sabihin din, dahil panibagong application nga, you need to submit new up-to-date documents. So, I would not advise this route, no, making another same application unless it's absolutely necessary. Kaya kailangan nyo ng panibago ng mga documents, and the documents must again be up-to-date, no? And the date that they look at is the last application nga. But that would work. Yung nga lang, it is more expensive and of course, it's a lot more effort. So really, I would not advise that route if you don't have to. But sometimes, hindi nga lang for Christmas, but emergencies nga, sometimes it needs to be the case. But that would be one way nga of doing it. It's essentially a variation application, which you're allowed to do. It does not compromise nga your case, but it can be quite cumbersome and also nga, it can be quite expensive. And yeah, you have to start again with the documents nga. But it is a way of doing it kung kailangan nyo nga. So, so the takeaway really from this is kung nagmamadali kayo, kailangan nyo nga desisyon, then look at the super priority, which is 800 pounds. Actually, if you're from abroad, coming into the United Kingdom and you want to make use of the super priority, apart from the health and not including the health and social care visa. So if you're making an application on something that would allow you settlement in the UK, the additional fee, hindi po 800, is over 900 pounds. I think it's actually 950 pounds nga. So it's not cheap, but at least it's a way of getting a faster decision, hopefully nga, from the Home Office. But just be, as I say, be careful. So if you think, especially nga at the moment, tip ko, kung meron kayong plano, Easter time, Easter time, January na tayo. Easter time, I think it's late Easter nga, I think it's April rather than March nga. Yun. Kung meron kayong plano for Easter, use the priority. At least the normal priority, maybe rather than the super priority, if it's available nga to you. Because you will find, even with more straightforward applications, mabagal sila ngayon. And I just would not risk it, especially kailangan yung umuwi. Kailangan yung lumabas. Because of course, kung nagbayad na kayo, bumili na kayong tickets, especially buong pamilya, it's a great shame if you're going to lose it. So anyway, that would be a way of getting a faster decision, and hopefully you're able to implement it.
Yan, maganda yan, alternative yan, you can do it, provided yung mga, let's say, in case it's complicated or documents incomplete or you have a background, hindi advisable. Pero kung other than those, at yung mga iba pa mga yan, it's not available sa family visa. Sabi mo, spouse visa, you should not apply pag spouse visa, attorney?
Yeah. So it's from an out-country application. Kung nasa Pilipinas ka nga kayo, yeah. It's not available from out-country applications coming to the it's available in country, but not the 5 days, which is the 500. The super priority is available for the spouse application, but it's 800 pounds. Yeah.
So don't waste your money, Kung may mga kung nagmamadali at kamukha nun, Valentine's Day, All Souls, ano tawag ito yung ano yung sinabi mo kanina yung sa April? Easter,
yeah, Easter time, Easter tayo.
Nung binabanggit mo yung Valentine's, biglang nag-cross sa mind ko when I was celebrating my Valentine's Day sa Athens, Greece, So, ayan, mga ganung mga last year, attorney, So, yeah. So, if in a hurry, dun sa pwede, ang visitor's visa, pwede,
Yeah,
Tama ba?
visitor visa, you can. Pero yung nga lang kung visit visa kayo, sabihin natin first time you sa UK, tapos, maybe may duda ng kaunti yung income, I wouldn't even use it, because they probably will say, kailangan namin tignan maigi yung background.
Okay, lalo na first timer kasi, Okay, let's go into the questions. Ayan, so at least, doon sa mga nakapanood sa atin, you can review this, yung ating topic natin getting a faster decision para malaman niyo kung saan kayo po pwede. And to know, kung tama ba gagawin niyo, baka you fall into the category of complicated yung case mo or documents incomplete or you have a background, it's not advisable. It's a waste of money. Okay, first question, direct. Na-flash mo na pero sige. Ayan, pakibasa, attorney.
Okay. Galing po ito kay Joe. Joe G. Good evening, Attorney Lira and Sir Sonny. And a quick question. So my wife currently is on spouse visa, and my BRP expires in September 2023. We will apply for uh, FLR, or I assume, or FLRM sometime in August 2023. However, I'm planning to go on holiday from the 27th of April 2023 to the 30th of May. No? Will there be any issues to enter back into the UK, considering that my BRP will soon expire in September 2023? Is there any kind of restrictions that you have to be in the UK 6 months or so before applying for FLR, or that you can't leave the country if your BRP has expiry time less than 6 months? I know I'm probably being paranoid, but I'm genuinely concerned because certain countries have this rule with the passport expiration date. Hence, I'm a little concerned. Now, Joe, no, I'm not surprised. I know you're concerned. It's a valid concern. But the good news is, no, you don't have to worry. So ito. So the situation is, spouse visa nga ngayon, matatapos in September 2023. Pero ang plano, holiday, would be from 27 April hanggang 30 May. So a little over 1 month nga. So that leaves 30 May hanggang September 2023, may visa ka pa. Papasok nga, pabalik nga dito. Magkakaproblema ka ba pagka babalik ka? The answer is you should not have any problems. There's no limitation. I mean, you can come back into the United Kingdom, at the day before. Matatapos nga ang visa nyo. I would not recommend it, because you will find that you may be held at the airport and questioned nga by the immigration officers. Pero yung petsa nyo, 30 May, because that still gives April, May, June, July, August, September. So you still have another 5 months nga to go. Yun hindi yung problema. Makakabalik nga kayo dito dahil may visa ka nga dito eh. Don't forget though, and this is something also one of my clients had as an issue over the holidays, is the BRP, yung topic nga natin the time before last. You must make sure na nasa yung BRP, ha? If you don't have your BRP, it's really not a good idea to travel. Yeah? But yeah, so no, I can see why you're concerned, but in the UK, hindi yung problema, Joe. So no, have a good time. Enjoy.
Okay, Joe, so there's no problem. So, ayan, okay lang. Okay, let's have our second, next question natin. Ayan, from GNG.
Oh, GNG.
Oh,
Okay,
GN.
so good evening po, GN. Good evening po, Attorney Lira and Sir Sonny. Ask ko lang po, how much and paano ang process ng working visa? If isasama ko po yung anak ko, ano pong visa niyang kukunin? Yung visa kukunin para sa kanya. Last question po is, pwede ko bang i-process yung visa namin kahit wala kami sa Pilipinas? Maraming salamat po. Okay, Jen, a few points there, interesting points nga, no? The how much at saka paano depends really what kind of visa, working visa you're looking to apply for. So, there are it would come under what's called the skilled worker route. Dati ang tawag tier 2. Even older than that, ang tawag work permit, no? Pero ngayon, skilled worker route na nga. Now, how much would depend, as I say, on the type of application you're submitting. So, for example, care visa, or those senior carers or indeed nurses nga. So, those people under the shortage occupation list, mas mababa ang bayad pa. And then there's no IHS, for example, immigration health surcharge, but otherwise it's a bit more. It's the normal route, the normal skilled worker route nga. So it depends very much on anong klase. But it would be, when you're making an application, it would come under the skilled worker route. Now, yung anak mo, he or she would then be yung dependent mo. So you can apply for family, for dependents to enter the United Kingdom on the basis that you are the main applicant kasi gusto mo silang isama nga dito. So it would be a dependent application. It's a separate application, no? But they can make an application to enter the United Kingdom kasama mo, either already to join you, no, or later on. Now, so, and then last sabi mo dito, ano bang process, can you make the application whilst you're not in the Philippines? You can make the application. Ang problema nga lang, Jen, is you would need to submit sometime yung passport mo, no? So, it would be, that means you would need to surrender nga yung passport, no? Passport nyo. Because yun ang tatatakan nga nila. So, kung wala kayo sa Pilipinas, then you won't be able to do that. So, if you're making an application out from the Philippines. But yeah, so it depends really on the type of application you're making. Actually, Jen, which leads me to another point that that reminds me nga. If you're making an application, kung interesado ka, and viewers po, no, under the carer route, beware, matatapos na po yung carer route in about 4 weeks, ha? Okay? So, February po ang deadline. January na tayo ngayon. So, kung interesado nga kayo under the carer route, which at the moment is part of the shortage occupation list, you must get a move on. Gawin nyo na ngayon. Because you still need to be allocated a certificate of sponsorship, a cost, and you need to, of course, submit nga the application. No time to waste. So yun. Do it now.
Ayan, do it now, no? Plus, kung doon sa anak, no, sinasabi niya, kung sakaling pumasok siya as a carer, yung carer route na yun, kasama kagad yung family, di ba? You can bring your family straight away.
Yeah.
Ngayon, hindi lang malinaw kung anong sinasabi niya, nasan daw siya outside of the Philippines. Siya ba'y nasa Middle East, no? Hindi natin alam kung... Kasi maraming mga nurses from the Middle East who came over to the UK. Because I met a lot of them. You bump into them sa mga landmarks dito sa UK. Pinoy ka pala, o ganyan-ganyan. And then nurse sila coming from the Middle East. Nag-apply sila sa Middle East. Or some are from Singapore. So, ayan. Hindi na ngayon work visa. It used to be tier 2. Prior to that, work permit. Ngayon, skilled worker visa. Tama ba?
Skilled worker route. Yep. SWR. So now it's under the skilled worker route. Yeah.
Ayan, skilled worker route na ngayon ang pangalan. So it could be an IT specialist or anything, no? Ganon, no? Hindi lang ano. Everything is lumped into the skilled worker route, bale. Okay. Last but not the least, meron ba tayo next question ba dyan? Okay, sige. Okay. Ayan.
Okay.
Oh, Jonah
Galing po
E.
to kay Jonah. Yeah. Jonah E. Good day, Attorney Lira. Good day, right? And Sir Sonny.
Good day.
My question is, good day. If I go to the UK under visit visa and my friend will sponsor me, need ko pa rin bang mag-show money? If ever po, yes. Magkano po ang kailangan kong pakita? Salamat po. Oh, Jonah, I like these questions, no? Because there's no...
mga naive na questions.
It's a challenging question. Yeah, yun na nga, no? It's a very challenging question. So, unang-una, walang limit, no? There's no... I've heard nga, no, rumors, chismis nga lang, no? Kailangan pakita may 5,000 ka o 500, no? There's no limit as such. But you have to be careful, Jonah, no? And this is something nga, lagi ko itong nakikita with refusals. Kung wala kang pera, no? Talagang wala kang trabaho sa atin, yung nga lang, you being sponsored by your good friend in the UK, siya bibili ng ticket mo, pagka nandito ka, titira ka sa kanya, kung ano man kailangan mo, pagkain and expenses siyang sasalo, no? Then, you need to make sure na magpasok nga kayong ng affidavit o statement galing sa kanya, yung sponsor mo, no? Sasabihin doon itong bahay niya, maybe even details nga ng bahay, maybe even some pictures, no, bank statement nga niya din. But be careful, it doesn't mean, no, that the Home Office would necessarily be satisfied with that. They may say, well, we don't care, no? Kung wala kang pera, it seems a bit strange that you're going to be spending, £5,000, for example, to come into the United Kingdom, even if it is being provided by your friend, if you don't have any income really to normally support you. So, kailangan yung i-explain. So, kung ganyan sitwasyon nyo, even, I always advise anyway, a statement in support of applications. But these types of circumstances, importante po, must make sure meron kayong your statement explaining where's the money coming from, no? Sponsoring nyo, kung magandang trabaho ng sponsor mo, ng kaibigan mo nga dito, say so, no? Itong trabaho niya, he's earning all this much money, maybe even pay slips nga, and that's why you are he or she's being very generous nga, and to sponsor you. And why, no? Dahil kung hindi nga kayo, if you just met or you're not really that close, then the home office again will think, well, bakit nyo gagawin ito? They can be very suspicious, home office. So this type of situation, ingat po. But really, you need to explain it. Best way to explain it, apart from, of course, submitting documents nga, is yung statement and letter in support, for example, no? But otherwise, statement is even better rather than just yung sulat nga.
Statement, attorney, in sulat, di ba? Like, dear embassy or dear, ano ba tawag dito? Kunyari, British Embassy in Manila. Hindi ba letter? What is a statement? Parang statement that how do you address, how is a statement written?
Yeah, I mean, statements, you can also submit a letter in support, but statements are more formal, no? Statements look a bit like an affidavit, no? So statements, normally I would say, start a statement with, I, tapos yung pangalan nyo, of yung address nyo, make the statement knowing the same to be true, and then you launch into number 1, paragraph 1. I am the applicant in this matter, and I make the statement to support my application for leave to enter the United Kingdom as a visitor. My circumstances are as follows. Background nyo, lagay nyo nga doon. Kung estudyante kayo, you would say, I'm a student, I'm studying presently, I have another 2 years to go before my course ends. My holidays would be, because March, we normally have Easter break, no? My holidays will be in March until April. During this time, I have a good friend in the United Kingdom who has invited me. He's preparing a statement himself, no? But in the meantime, this is not the plan. So when I arrive in the UK, I intend to be there for 4 weeks, ganon. So ang problema sa sulat is it's more it's less formal, and oftentimes it's just less detailed. I'm not really sure why, but with statements it seems people are more ready, to provide nga details. At saka make sure, support it with documents. Hindi nga lang sasabihin nyo, may pera ko, wala naman kayong pakita. Kung may pera kayo, meron kayo, may savings nga kayo, pakita nyo, no? And it should also be, kung nasa passbook, it should be the whole passbook. Hindi nga lang yung latest, yung harap. You should photocopy the whole, scan and upload the whole passbook. And also, meron kayong mga investments, no? Income yielding investments, for example, pakita nyo nga din yun. So don't be shy to tell them, you don't need to overstay. Because visit visas, the main reason for refusals nga I've seen with visit visas, genuineness of intention. And that's usually not enough information has been provided to show na talaga may pera nga kayo dito and that you're not looking to overstay. So they can be quite suspicious of this visa application. So address the concerns and do that probably best with nga statements.
Ito, ang situation na yung pinag-uusapan natin, sinasabi mo, yung may friend, who's coming over on a visit visa, and the friend is going to be sponsoring or spending for probably when she's here, hosting and everything. So ang gagawa ng statement yung nasa Pilipinas. Ako, halimbawa, I'm getting my 2 grandchildren. So will they still make a statement? These are 17 and 11. Paano ano doon?
Yeah, the 11
anong gagawin?
Yeah.
The 11 no.
There is more,
the 17 will?
Yeah. So just a short one, I would say, the 17 nga lang siya, there yung statement really should come from you as the sponsor nga. So you lead it effectively. So sasabihin mo, you've invited them, itong income mo, this is the plan. You're aware, of course, that they want to be here during the school holidays, maybe for 3-4 weeks nga. Maybe it's also I don't know, a birthday present or Christmas present nga for them, yeah. So during that time, anong plano ba? So the statement there, the more important statement galing sa'yo. The 17-year-old can prepare a statement. Hindi man kailangan mahaba. So just simply say, she's studying, and she's going to go back to school or college on so and so date. Yeah, she wants to visit you. So nothing too long. They're not expected to have money and provide for themselves necessarily. So ikaw sponsor.
So ako na mismo. Ayun. Okay. Well, ayan. Marami pang may greetings, may pahabol pa tayo before we go. Sige. Bago tayo before we go, no. Yung mga first time viewers, every week ho to, every Thursday, Immigration Corner. So, kung hindi kayo nakahabol sa mga questions for tonight, we have every Thursday for you to come back to, and be a part of, and magtanong. Okay, si Lynch, Violeta Lynch. Yes, yes.
Tama ka, Sonny. Yeah. Siya yung taga Edinburgh, pero dito na ako sa Pinas. Thank you po, natandaan niyo ako, no? It's been a while. Nakapag-usap tayo ng live. Medyo busy ako. But I still watch your program live when I get up early. Otherwise, I just watch the recorded one. Mabuhay. Sorry. I forgot to greet Attorney Lira. No problema, Miss Lynch. Happy blessed
New Year.
Attorney Lira.
Happy blessed New Year. Yes.
Yeah. To you
she used to work sa, hindi ko alam kung Barclays yata. Yeah, sorry. Edgardo. Yeah. Okay. She used to work yata sa bangko sa Scotland.
Oh, cool.
Violeta. She was a leader, a Philcom leader yan sa Scotland. Yeah, go ahead, Attorney.
Talaga? Edgardo.
Yes.
Enriquez. Hi, Mr. Enriquez. Happy New Year Thursday to Mr. Laragan, Attorney Lira, Derek Pau, and to the viewers. Working from home today. Oh, yeah, of course, yeah, train strike, in Morden. Looking forward to lots of learning again today. Thanks. I hope you've enjoyed your work from home today. Yeah, may train strike uli, I think. Sonny, I think it's train strike na naman.
Wow. Ay, nako, sana'y maayos na lahat, for 2023 para hindi rin tayo hirap dahil ang hirap na ng ekonomiya, maski paano. But they were saying, si Rishi Sunak was saying, or I was watching the tele, yung sinasabi, hopefully by the end of the year, yung inflation medyo mawawala, yun sinasabi, But let's hope, na maging maayos ang 2023. And ito, nagsimula tayo ng ating Immigration Corner. So lahat ng mga tanong for 2023, all the things that we're going to be encountering, si Attorney, me and Attorney, ayan, welcome ho rito sa ating programa, dito po sa Immigration Corner. And we're here, ready to serve, advise you, let you know kung anong, proper things to do. And of course, pero kung kailangan talaga ng somebody to represent you and instruct as a lawyer, syempre, immigration, andiyan dyan si Attorney. Attorney, baka may shout out ka and let them know, tell them how to get in touch with you.
Okay, yeah, look, unang-una po, Happy New Year to all of you, and salamat ulit, salamat for keeping us company. It's so good of you, and talaga enjoy ako. And I always I miss it when I miss a Thursday. So thank you very much for all your support nga. Now, kung meron kayong problema, feel free, email me. Ito pong email ko, cabatbat@douglas-simon.com. May telephone number kami, 0203-375-0555. But frankly, it's probably better to email. Kung mag-email po kayo sa akin, lagay nyo dun sa subject yung Immigration Corner, That way, I can go back to it. And huwag nyo kalimutan yung telephone number nyo. Actually, I think I had a few emails over the Christmas period. But that not because I completely, frankly, I opened it, tapos I closed it again. So some of those emails, kung hindi nyo nilagay Immigration Corner, I will not find them again. So please re-email me, Now, I'm updating po yung website namin under the news section. So I will be putting up there any up-to-date legal points yung pinag-usapan nga natin ngayon. And articles in the past. So, kung interesado po kayo, have a look, visit our website, and it will be there in the news section nga. Pero yun nga, kung emergency nga and you need immediate assistance, ito pong email address ko, or feel free nga to telephone. But otherwise, I hope like in 2022 that you continue to join us in 2023. Me, Sonny, Direct Pow, and of course now the lovely Snooki.
Tulog. And Watson as well, no? Di ba, minsan nagwo-worry ka, baka maingay si Watson, but we don't hear him, no? Wala kami naririnig, eh. Iniisip mo na, may nadidinig, no? Pero hindi. Sa akin, nag-snore na yung aking little girl ko, si Snooki. Okay. Yeah, we too. I look forward, very excited. Why? Because we'll learn something from you. It's a happy interaction between you and me. Masaya tayo. We're eager to be here, to see each other, no? We miss each other after we say goodbye. We look forward to the next week, no? And every week, like for today, the takeaway is you can go for a faster decision, but it depends. If you have some complications with your papers, incomplete, complicated, no? Ano pa ba yung nandito? Documents incomplete, and may background kayo, wag go, sayang lang ang pera. Takeaway for today, we found out that there's a super priority, there's a priority. One is for 24 hours, which is super priority, and the other is 5 days, no, which is priority. So, yan. By way of, you might read it, pero iba rin yung galing sa isang expert, no, immigration expert. So, mas lalo kayong confirm. At ang kagandahan ho rito, immigration ho, hindi biro-biro yan. So, huwag kayong makikinig kahit kanino lang. Take it from the, hindi naman horse's mouth, attorney. Paano ba? Yun talagang expert. Katulad ni attorney. O, di ba? Yan talaga. You've been handling immigration for how many years now, attorney? Aside from being the first solicitor, Filipino solicitor.
Yeah. Yun na nga po. First Filipino solicitor in the UK. Tapos, next month, in February, no, it'll be 30 years post-qualification.
Wow.
So, hindi kasama nga ng studies, hindi kasama ng training. I qualified, actually literally qualified, nearly 30 years. Well,
30 years
a month short of 30 years ago.
Yeah, malapit na.
Wow.
Imagine mo, 30 years, attorney, Wow. Well, at least
time has changed,
I'm proud of you, no? Yes. And through those years, no, for 30 years, a lot of things in immigration has changed as well, di ba? Yung mga 2012, no, sinasabi mo, and a whole lot of things. Like one thing before we end, like back in the 90s, late 90s, they don't charge sa immigration. You go for a visa, you submit your documents, they have a look at it. If it's incomplete, they return it back to you. Pero ngayon, ibig sabihin, years later, they would accept the money, because you apply. Ganon. They will not look at your papers prior to basta mga late 90s. If you submit a visitors, for a visit, they look at your papers and it's incomplete, they return it. Pero kung hindi ngayon, hindi. You pay na kaagad, di ba? Kaya aprobado ka o hindi.
Tama.
Ganun, bale. Okay. Well, I guess it's time for us to say goodbyes, no? Maraming salamat po sa inyong walang sawang pagsubaybay sa amin, no, ni Attorney Lira, Simon CABATBAT, at syempre yung ating director, no? So, sa ngalan ni Attorney Lira, Simon CABATBAT, at yung ating director nakasumuto ka tali,
Paula.
Ito, si Paula Perez. Ito po si Sonny LARAGAN nagsasabing thank you very much sa inyong walang sawang pagsubaybay sa ating programa, no? Magkikita huli tayo next week. Sabi nga ni attorney, excited siyang to do it again. So let's do it again. Next Thursday, let's do another Happy Thursday. So till then, this is take care, God bless, and good night. Bye. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.